Hello, people. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the propaganda machine. This is the game week 5 preview for the Premier League, and we're doing things a little bit different. I hope you like the new background and layout. So, we usually kick things off with Arsenal going first, but this time we're doing it different. As you've probably seen, I've dropped the Arsenal versus Man City preview already. Now we're going to go into the rest of the games, and I'll be doing predictions kind of live with you. So here it goes. So the first game of the weekend is the 12:30 kickoff. We have Chelsea versus West Ham at the London Stadium. And as you can see here, the previous fixtures have been very, very close affairs. Chelsea have won 5, West Ham won 4, and there's only been one draw. So there usually is a winner in these fixtures. And also, West Ham have drawn 3 of the games. They've won 3 of the games, sorry, at home and 1 away. And as this is a home fixture, you usually favour the home side. With Chelsea, they've only won 1 away. So this has not really been a happy hunting ground over the past 4 or 5 seasons for Chelsea. And last time out, West Ham, they kind of got, you could say, kind of a lucky draw against Fulham, equalised very late on in that game. Late goal from Danny Ings. It weren't their best performance. And Chelsea, they weren't at their best as well. Jadon Sancho came on at halftime and arguably swung the game in Chelsea's favour. Christopher Nkunku got a very late goal. So both of these sides, it's kind of been a mixed bag for them in the Premier League this season. West Ham not got off to the best of starts. And as for Chelsea, they're doing all right. They're in 8th. West Ham are in 14th. So there's only 3 points between them at this early stage of the season. But one thing I can say for sure is I'm going with the home team in this fixture. I can't see the home team losing because, as I just showed in previous fixtures, it's usually the home team that gets the better in this fixture. So I'm going with a 2-1 victory to West Ham. Oh, yeah, so there we go. Next game, Aston Villa versus Wolves. Aston Villa have started the season off very, very well. It's like they've picked up where they left off from last season. 4 games played, 3 wins, and they only got a loss against Arsenal, which is no shame really, because Arsenal, second in the league, undefeated, having a very good start to the season. And Aston Villa, last time out, came from 2 goals behind against Everton. And yeah, although Everton, they're a shocking side, but Ollie Watkins has got back on the score sheet and he looks like he's ready to start scoring again. And also John Duran, this guy, I don't know with him. Is he just a super sub or is he gonna be pushing for a move come January or next season? Because he looks very, very potent. He's got elite ball striking, he does. And I can see him moving to bigger and better things. Well, maybe not better, but could be bigger because he was linked with Chelsea in the summer. I feel like a bid of, was it 40 million was rumored? I know West Ham also put in a bid. He was definitely meant to go to West Ham, but that never materialized. So I'll be intrigued to see the John Duran story, how it plays out, because he looks like a very good forward. And a lot of teams could do with a striker of that profile, mainly even Arsenal. We could do with a striker like that. His ability to score goals late in the from the bench, changing the game, we would do very well to get a player in like that. And as for Wolves, this is West Midlands derby after all, but Wolves, they've started this season horrifically. They look good in glimpses in patches, but they've had 3 defeats and a real battering from Chelsea. So their fixtures, you could say they haven't been kind to them. Lost to Chelsea, away to Arsenal, drew with Forest, Newcastle. They will probably be the better side for at least 60 minutes in that game. And now they've got Aston Villa. So this is a very, very tough start to the season for Wolves. One thing I am predicting with them is later on in the season, when it gets to about 7, 8 games, once their fixtures calm down, they'll probably start picking up results because they are playing most of their tougher games right at the beginning. And I think it was Bournemouth last season. Bournemouth last season, they had a very tough start, and there was rumours that their manager could get sacked. But the board, the owners, everyone at the club held their nerve, and look how Areola has turned things round. And I think if Wolves can hold their nerve, Gary O'Neill will turn things around. If we look at this, the last 10 fixtures, wow, this is something for the books. I didn't even know this. So Wolves have won 5 of the last 10. You can see there's 3 draws. Villa 1-1 and one at home and one away. This is very, very interesting now because in my head I had this as a Aston Villa stone wall victory. But yeah, I'm gonna go with my head. And my head tells me Aston Villa are gonna be too strong for Wolves. Those results were probably in the era of Jimenez, Jota under Nuno. So I'll be going with a 2-1 win to Aston Villa. Probably goals from Ollie Watkins and Duran. Next game, Fulham versus Newcastle. Newcastle have had a very, very good start to the season. Very good. 3 wins and a draw. And Fulham, on the other hand, they haven't really got off to the best start. It's kind of where you'd expect them to be. 1 win, 1 loss, and 2 draws. But with Fulham, they're probably just gelling because they did make quite a few signings. And Reece Nelson got his first goal in midweek on his starting debut, and Emil Smith Rowe has looked quite good. So I'm kind of torn in this game because Fulham, You could argue they are my second side. Newcastle, they don't they don't look the most fluid. But they're kind of similar to Arsenal. They just get the job done by hook or by crook. And Harvey Barnes, he looks on fire. Isak, he can always get you a goal, so you can't discount him. Yeah, so let's see how recent results have played out. Wow. Okay. Okay. So Newcastle's won the last six in a row. Wow. Fulham's only won one away. Okay. But once again, it's not going to sway me because I had a result in mind and I am sticking with it. 2-2. I think Fulham will get something out of this game, and it's probably going to be another draw for them. Next game. Oh, Relagationio. Leicester versus Everton. These two sides, it's horrific. Leicester, at least they've actually got 2 points. That is the crazy thing. They've not been too bad. Everton, on the other hand, wow, shocking start to the season. 4 defeats. It's not looking good for them. But in recent games, you could argue their last 2 games, they've somehow found a way to throw away a 2-goal lead. But remember, Leicester, on the other hand, they threw away a 2-goal lead to Palace. Ah, something's telling me 2-2 in this game, but surely Everton, they can't throw away another lead or they can't drop more points. Surely they're going to have to start winning sooner or later. And this is a newly promoted side, Leicester, with a new manager. Jamie Vardy is dangerous. I don't know about this fixture. This fixture, any scores possible. But I'm going to go with Everton. I'm going with a 2-1 victory for Everton. Next game, Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Liverpool, we all know what happened to them last time out. Got dealt with by Nottingham Forest. Hudson-Odoi put them in a spliff. They were missing a lot of chances, but they did bounce back in midweek with a solid performance away from home against AC Milan. They did go a goal down, but their quality shone through and they turned into set piece FC as well. 2 goals from corners, Konate and Van Dijk. Well, actually, one was a free kick, a very good set piece from kind of the corner area. But Bournemouth, they were very good as well last time out. They played very well. They played very well against Chelsea, but they just couldn't finish their dinner. And that was even with the home crowd on their side. So this fixture, I can't really look past Liverpool at Anfield. Surely there is no chance in hell Liverpool lose 2 matches in a row at Anfield. I just can't see that happening. I cannot see Liverpool losing 2 in a row at Anfield. So I'm going with Liverpool 3, Bournemouth nil. And for those of you on that play FPL, I'd probably say Captain Salah. He'd probably end up getting 2 goals and an assist. Another relegation derby. The newly promoted sides, Southampton and Ipswich. Ipswich, they found life in the Premier League kind of tough to begin with, but they have got 2 draws from their last 2 games. Their first 2 games were against Manchester City and Liverpool, which you can't really, you couldn't have picked a worse start for a newly promoted side away to Man City and Liverpool. Then Brighton. Yeah, it's not been an easy start for Ipswich. While Southampton, on the other hand, they just seem like they find new ways to lose every single week. They play out from the back, get dispossessed, they overplay, lose the ball, get punished, they create chances, don't score, they get penalties, they don't want to score. I can't really see them getting a victory. But this is a game that you'd think is sort of a level playing field for the 2 teams because they both come up from the championship and neither side has a victory. Oh, sorry. Neither side has a victory. I want to see a bit more on this. So last season, okay, Ipswich beat them home and away. I was favourite. Now I can't. I've changed my mind. This is the first time I've actually changed my mind in this whole prediction. I'm going with an Ipswich victory. I, I see Southampton dropping more points, and it's only going to go from bad to worse for them. Yeah. And they're probably going to be masters of their own downfall in this game. So, Ipswich, I'm predicting Ipswich to get their first win of the season. Next game, we have Tottenham Hotspur versus Brentford. So, the last 3 o'clock game on Saturday, Tottenham, fresh off the back of a defeat in the North London derby. We got Brentford. Eh, it's a mixed bag. Look at that win, draw, win, loss, win, loss. So, form says Ted drew a win, but they have lost Vissa, who's going to be a big blow. No Wissa, no Tony, and no new signing Igor. That is 3 frontmen all out. Mope's left because he was there on loan from last season. I can't see how Brentford get anything from this game. They're going to really, really struggle to score goals moving forward. It's so bad because I feel sorry for Brentford because they're a team that they kind of need those attacking players to do damage. And on the other hand, we've got Tottenham literally escaped life the other day. I don't know how they got away with it. They were losing in the 90th minute and somehow they found a way to win. Brennan Johnson and I think Jed Spence, literally 2 goals in 2 minutes, somehow pulled Tottenham out of the mud. and they are gonna be looking for revenge after the North London derby. This one in my head, I had a draw, but yeah, I'm gonna have to change it. I am actually gonna have to change it. So I'm going with a 2-1 win to Tottenham. And I also think Dominic Solanke will get his first goal of the season. It's about time. We have the 5:30 kickoff. This is the big one. Crystal Palace, another side who haven't got any victories, but they got new boy Eddie Nketiah, and last time out he looked very good on his debut, and in midweek he got his first goal for them. A well worked routine. Him and Eze, they seem to be linking up very well, and that front three might get them enough goals to climb a bit higher up the table than where they currently are, because they're in and around 16th, 17th, and that is where I predicted them to finish. I believe I predicted them to finish in 16th. So, but if Nketiah can find these goal scoring form, and Mateta, if they can both get to double digits, and even Eze, if all three of them can get to double digits, it might be a better season than I predict. Because at the moment, Crystal Palace, they look a bit disjointed. They kind of look like they're playing with a new manager. And on the other hand, we have Man United, 2 wins and 2 losses. What do we say about Man United? Last time out, that first 30 minutes against Southampton was horrific. That was one of the worst 30 minutes I've seen for Manchester United. But, well, we can probably say that week after week. But credit to them, they found a way to win, especially saving a penalty, turning the game around, and making it very, very comfortable. And the midweek fixture, they absolutely battered Barnsley 7-0. So a few of their forwards are kind of getting some confidence now. And you kind of expect them to take it into this game. So for me, in my head, I was kind of leaning towards Palace, but because I swear last season, wow, okay. Last season, yeah. What was it? The 1-0 win when Casemiro was left on his ass. 4-0. Wow. This is not a happy hunting ground for Man United. But I'm going with I know what I'm going with. Surely Man United, they can't just keep getting dog walked by Crystal Palace. So I am going with a 2-2 draw. Ugarte, he's going to make his debut. Shouldn't be a bad time to make your debut away at Crystal Palace. There could be a lot worse games to make your Premier League debut, because he did play in the Cup, although that's kind of like that was a walk in the park. That's not like a real fixture. So 2-2. First draw of the season I'm predicting for Man United. And the actual crazy thing is, with Man United and Chelsea, I have not got one of their predictions right. Literally every single prediction I've got wrong, which is funny. Next game, we have Brighton and Nottingham Forest. Hmm, Nottingham Forest. They've had a very good start to the season. And so have Brighton. They've literally got identical records. So this is just it kind of makes my mind so so easy. Literally, I'm going with a 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw. I don't even need to look into this fixture. It just smells like a 2-2 draw. Sunday, 2 o'clock. Goals. Brighton like to play open, expansive football. It's a clash of styles. I'm predicting a lot of goals this weekend, and that will kind of probably be the end of the goal scoring to a large degree, because the last game, as you can probably see down the bottom, is Arsenal versus Manchester City, and I'm going with a 1-1 draw. So that is all the fixtures. You can take a look at them. This was actually before I changed my mind. Actually, no, it's not. It's updated. So we have West Ham 2-1 against Chelsea, Villa 2-1, Fulham and Newcastle 2-2. Nah, I didn't. I had Everton, yeah, Everton 2-1 against Leicester, Liverpool 3-0 against Bournemouth, Southampton 2-1, lose it against Ipswich, Tottenham 2, Brentford 1, that could go either way, Palace Man United 2-2, Brighton Nottingham Forest 2-2, and Man City Arsenal 1-1. So that brings the end of the predictions. Let me know if you agree with all of those or what predictions you'd make. Guys, this has been the Propaganda Machine, myself Blacker. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Bless people.